But the children in question were just supremely incompetent. Like, they have not got straight lines up in here. These are like really peculiar holes. Imagine yourself back in like ancient Egyptian times.
You're the one in charge of describing. I'm not supposed to ask any questions.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Emma's YouTube. With your favourite part-time YouTuber, of course it's me, Joe. Today, what are we here doing today?
I've managed to rope this guy back in again on his day off to film another plant guessing YouTube video with me. If you haven't seen our first one, I will link it up in the clickable I button on one of these sides and link it down below in the description. But basically, it's a video where I'm blindfolded and Joe is getting plants and describing them to me, and I'm trying to guess what they are based off of his questionable,
really detailed and accurate
description. Also, I just want to say, if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up down below and comment on other stuff you'd like us to do in the future. Do you want to see more of him? Because I can sack him if you want. But yeah, and subscribe for more. So let's get into it. Pick me a plant, babe.
Here we go, off into the jungle.
Blindfold is on.
Here we go, plant one.
Plant number one.
So this one caught my eye. I'm going to start with the colour first because I think this is the most interesting.
It's green.
Aspect of this plant, and you robbed me of my first description, so that's not fair. Yes, so it is green.
Great.
But it's also a bit white in places, and so like I know you've got a lot of plants that are green and a bit of white, but this one is quite a bit white, like parts of the leaves, because it's like completely, like, you know, it's covered.
Is it my variegated monstera?
So I think that could be accurate, but
this is the problem we had last time. He doesn't know what my plants are called. Okay, is it, you know, my monstera with the funky leaves that go?
No. You're doing my job. I'm supposed to be describing it to you.
Yeah, I know, but you don't. Is it variegated monstera? Is it my monstera albo?
So it is a variegated monstera. I don't know if it's an albo. It could be an albo.
Okay, is it a white color or a cream color?
Take it off. You got
this. It's the albo. Yeah, it's the albo. I did it.
Yeah. Look at that. That's like someone's.
Someone spilled milk. Someone just gone. Don't cry over it though. So.
No, we won't cry over that one.
1 of 1. Got 100%. I'm winning.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm clogging my ears. Let's do this.
I am back.
Can I uncover?
You can uncover. I think we've got a good look at this one in the camera. Start with colour again. So obviously green, quite a dark green. Got some like veins along it, I would say, that are maybe like a whitish kind of grey down the like centre of the plant, and then sort of stemming off from there. I mean like the top of it looks like maybe if you were trying to draw like a frog, or if you were looking at like a Freddo or something, and you were just going to look at the top of that, and if you like, so the audience is going to imagine some eyes sort of like here and here, that could be the top of the frog, and then from there it sort of like narrows down and comes off to like a tapered point. The leaves are definitely longer than they are wider. That's
okay. Oh,
that's a given.
Oh, okay.
And like I think I need to give you this bit of help before I say anything else, because I don't want you to give any wrong guesses. The stem, where it connects to the leaf, is not at the edge of the plant. It's sort of slightly in towards the middle. The leaf sits perpendicular to the stem.
Is it an alocasia frydek?
So I think it's an alocasia.
Okay, is it a big alocasia or a small alocasia?
Small alocasia.
Okay, then is it an alocasia black velvet?
So I think it's quite a dark green. So if I were naming plants and I had a bit of the poet within me, then yeah.
Okay, I think it's the alocasia black velvet. Nope.
What is it?
It's an alocasia poly.
Doesn't that look like the top of a Freddo?
No. God, I got that wrong. God, I'm actually bummed about that. Now I'm at 50%.
Was the information bad?
No, the information was correct, but
What? So what would you have needed to...
Leathery leaves rather than velvety leaves.
Ah, so we could have done more.
You're the one in charge of describing. I'm not supposed to ask any questions. Okay, mask back on. Ears covered again.
Right, get the easy ones out of the way. So colour green, obviously. Like the stems are quite cool on this. They're kind of like winding. You know, like this one at the top, he's looking particularly busy. He's off somewhere. And then like the leaves, so like pretty bog standard leaves. Like they're leaf shaped. But ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna give you your first texture. Like they feel like waxy, glossy, sort of like some, like almost bumps in them. I feel like, so I'm not gonna do it, you have my word, but like, you know, bubble wrap, and you can feel that it's like ready to be popped. So it's got some like little lumpy bumpies in there that might want to be popped.
Can I guess?
Yeah, you can have a guess. Fire away.
Okay, is it a Monstera Peru?
So
on the moss pole that I just put in.
I'm gonna say yeah. I think so.
Heck yeah!
Ooh.
I have this one on my mind because I've been drawing it. But yeah, they're good. They kind of like they want to be popped. You're right. They're kind of like bubble wrap, but like obviously not poppable because it's a leaf. But
yeah.
You've got cold hands.
Here we go, next one. This one is different. This is a different kind of plant. It looks weird. Like not of this world. Like maybe even something out of June. Like something like...
What did you say? June or Dune?
June.
Like the month?
No, like a sand dune.
Dune.
Dune. So it looks like, it looks like something like that. So there's a main like trunky thing, I guess, like main body sort of coming out of the soil, and then it sort of like opens up into just something like really quite psychedelic at the top. In terms of colouring, so like obviously it's green, where it sort of spills out at the top, it's like maybe a slightly lighter shade of green or white. And I think there's some pink detail around the edges.
Okay, I think I know.
So, do you want to have a guess?
Yeah, is it my coral cactus?
I think it could be. It's definitely a cactus, I know that much.
Then yeah, I've only got 2 cacti at the minute, and one of them is a coral cactus.
Ta-da!
Boom! Yeah, it is like a space monster. Cool.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's gonna scare me every time.
I think I'm gonna struggle with this one, but I picked it to, you know,
Challenge yourself.
Throw myself into the deep end, see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with leaf shape, kind of like V-shaped. Maybe looks like like the shield you might see on a coat of arms, something like that. And then this other one, God knows what that is, but it's something different. So it still sort of follows the basic like V pattern, but it is an irregular sort of V shape. In terms of colour, so I think it's mainly a dark green, and then it's like really kind of splotchy variegation or colouring. Like it almost looks like it's corroded. Like the pattern on it is like really difficult to describe. Could be like something close to camouflage. I feel like if that were out in the middle of a forest, you struggle to find it. Obviously, finding a single plant in a forest is probably a difficult challenge in and of itself.
I have absolutely no clue.
So the stem joins the leaf where the V kind of splits, right? So it's not quite perpendicular. Well, no, it could be kind of perpendicular too. It's an edge case, I think. We're not quite sure on this one. But I think for me, the focus has got to be on the colour. Like this to me is like really peculiar.
You gotta give me something else because I have absolutely no idea. Like, give me this leaf size.
Size, one leaf is unfurling, you've got one small leaf and then you've got one bigger leaf, but none of them, so the biggest leaf is not a hand span, it's certainly less than that, and then the smallest leaf is not even a thumb.
Is it another friggin' alocasia?
I think it could be. I think it bears some similarities to one of the plants we've previously seen, yeah.
Okay, is it an alocasia dragon scale?
It looks kind of scaly.
Okay, I'm just gonna guess that. If so, it's
is there a secondary guess? Just so like, are there two things in your mind?
No, I have no freaking.
Take it off then.
Because it doesn't have variegation. This is why I'm confused.
Take it off. Well, this one's certainly got something going on.
I think it's probably just dying.
Okay.
I didn't even think about that. I totally forgot about my syngoniums. This is Syngonia mojito.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
It is lumpy. Okay, yeah. He did a really good job of describing that. I just totally forgot this is a plant.
1 point to Joe then.
You don't get points. I didn't get that. You win that one.
Humble in defeat. I like that. That's a good quality. Remember, there are some syngoniums out there.
There are some syngoniums out there.
Right, okay, so this one, start with the colour. Like, it's a light green. I think most interesting about this is the structure of the plant. So there's lots of, I feel like they're closer to vines more than anything. There's like lots of like vines coming out of the soil, not a standard configuration with like one.
A standard configuration. There's no standard configuration of plants.
Yeah, yeah. So it's sort of like this one. It feels like a bit of a tangle. Like leaf shape, pretty bog standard. To be honest, let's go for some texture. Oh, these are, ooh, I wasn't expecting that. So these are kind of waxy, I think. No, there is some sort of whiteness to some of these, or at least maybe that new growth on the stem just looks a bit white. So maybe the white's a bit of a red herring. Don't take that. It is a light green plant. It's a bit of a tangle. The leaves are pretty normal. Like they've got like an obvious line down the middle. Not like hugely obvious veins. They're quite delicate sort of veins, but they trace out from the middle. And then yeah, some of the leaves kind of like they're like folding inwards almost on that like middle spine, which is kind of cool. Makes them a little bit more 3D. You're not giving me much with your facial expressions.
You're not giving me much with your descriptions.
Ooh, interesting. Think about the stems. I think that's probably going to help you a lot. Some of them go straight into a leaf. Some of them sort of split off and go into two leaves.
Are the vines long?
No, so it's not drooping out of the pot in any way. I don't think there's quite enough weight to it yet, but I feel like if it did get much longer, it would probably trail. I don't think these stems could support themselves if they were really, really long.
Like a neon green?
Yeah.
Or like a pale green?
Like a pale green, like a pale light green.
Do I just not remember all of my plants anymore? Like...
Could this be a sign that you've got too many?
No, I don't have too many. I'm selling a bunch right now. If it's not neon, but it's solid leaves, they're not variegated.
Yeah, no, they're the same colour through and through.
I don't know. I can't. I have no idea. I've got no clue.
Have a guess.
Some sort of pothos.
What is it?
Those are neon! This is a neon pothos.
Oh, so, yeah.
That's a neon pothos. Tell me that doesn't look like a highlighter. It's you and your colors. Your colors are what throw me off.
Not good with the colours, guys. I think we'll give you a half point for that.
Yeah.
If
I said pothos.
If I've misrepresented some of the colour schemes on this.
I think I get a point for that.
But I mean, like, when I think of neon, I think of like, you know, Need for Speed Underground, like, properly...
Well, it's not going to be actually illuminated.
Lit up. I don't think you'd have one of these, like, trailing around the sort of body of your car.
Because that's a car! This is a plant!
Wouldn't be very aerodynamic. I'd stick to the neon.
I'm taking a half point. I'm taking a half point. I don't care. It's mine.
So I'm going to start with the leaves. I'm not going to start with the shape, Or rather, I'm not going to start with what's there, I'm going to start with what's not there. And that's like 50% of the leaf. There's some whacking great holes in these, and I think the best way to describe it is we cast our minds back to primary school. Remember when, like, around Christmas time, you'd like make snowflakes with your class, and you'd like fold some paper up, take some scissors to it, and like chop out some triangles.
Yeah.
And then when you open them back up, you'd have like these lovely patterns in this. Kind of like that.
So there's cutouts like that?
Kind of like that, yeah. But the children in question were just supremely incompetent. Like, they have not got straight lines up in here. These are like really, really peculiar holes. Maybe the scissors weren't sharp enough. Maybe they're still struggling with hand-eye coordination. They've done a bad job of it. As their teacher, they would be getting some stern feedback from me. So I think that's a really distinctive characteristic. I'm going to talk about what's coming out of the pot. Again, no single point of egress. There's a couple of guys coming out of here. This one, he's going somewhere. This bit in particular is going somewhere, and you know, I don't think he'd be told otherwise. I suppose you could say that there is some winding, perhaps trailing behaviour to this. The final, last crucial bit of information is it's green.
That really solidified it for me. The color, green.
So what do we think?
I think it's a Monster Adansonii.
I think you're probably right. Yeah, let's see what the kids made for us.
Yeah, Monster Adansonii.
It was.
You untangled that from the...
It was blooming difficult. I don't envy you having to put it back in there, because it was wrapped up.
I only just put that up yesterday.
Pretty nice. Well, obviously subconsciously I'm not happy with that positioning, so I've taken it down. So there you go.
Yeah, good. Good work, Emma. Emma, bang, bang, dash, ding, 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 dong, bum, bum, ba-dum.
Right, so this one, we'll go straight in with the leaves. Like, they're pretty big. Imagine yourself back in like ancient Egyptian times, like as a pharaoh of old, and you've got your gaggle of attendants sort of waiting on you, and they're like fanning you with those big, sort of like big fans. Kind of like that. That's all I'm going to give you on that. If you wanted to work up a bit of a breeze, cool yourself down on a summer's day, I would recommend this plant as maybe a good place to start. Colour? Green. Dark green. So like lots of shoots. You know, no single point of egress from the soil. We got lots of different shoots. It's stem, and then it just slowly unfurls into what we're gonna fan each other.
We're fanning each other. You're not just fanning me then.
Well, yeah. I mean, I want to get in on some of this pharaoh action. So.
Okay. Okay. I think it is a cast iron plant.
I know you're right.
You know I'm right.
I know you're right.
He does know I'm right. Good job, me.
Well done. Okay, so this one, we'll start with the colour. It's like a dark green. Most notable though is like there's a really lovely like hot pink, I guess, that's like running, you know, down the veins, I guess. So like the sort of centre line of the leaf is quite pink. And then the sort of like offshoots from that.
Oh, okay, it's a red Maranta.
Whoa, that was confident.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Red Maranta! Yeah. I mean, this is the only plant that has that I have, that I know of.
Well, there you go. Excellent description. Start with the important points, Joe.
Yeah.
Well done. So again, we're going to continue our otherworldly sort of theme, and I picked up something else that looks kind of weird. So I'm going to completely ignore like the actual plant, and I'm going to talk to you about how it's coming out of the soil. It kind of looks like a bit of an egg. Like someone's cracked open an egg and like deposited a single stem into it, and the egg itself is like green.
Oh.
I'm going to touch it. It feels pretty sturdy. It is a sturdy egg. I wouldn't mess with that egg. And I'm going to pause there because I think you know this one.
Yeah, I think it's an avocado plant. Yeah, it's an avocado plant. That's exactly. An avocado pit right there. Your little egg.
Exactly.
Oh, thanks for doing that.
Yeah, no, you're very welcome. We always have fun when we do this.
Yeah.
You you know, places some strain on our relationship, where the information or the communication isn't as good as it could have been, but we've come out successful again.
Yeah.
Stronger.
Yeah, so that is it. That is me guessing the plant names of plants based off of his descriptions. I hope you really enjoyed that video. I had a lot of fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah, we had a good time.
Good. So yeah, that is it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up down below and comment on other plant things you'd like me to talk about in the future, or if you want me to do this again, let me know. And subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! Yeah, but he's got the day off today, so we figured he's gonna drink some water while we film a video. You're gross.